launching a magazine on Kickstarter. What a crazy idea. Whose idea is it already? Hi everybody, I'm Fabrice Sapolsky, your host today, and this is Comics on Life. And for those who don't know, Comics on Life is part of the FairSquare Comics YouTube channel, and you can subscribe, of course, if you like what you see. We have a bunch of videos that we already did, and we're going to do more in the future. But today, we're going to talk about Mutiny. And Mutiny is a very, how do I qualify it? It's a comic book magazine, but it's a comic book magazine of a new kind. Of course, everybody will tell you that. Everybody will tell you that their project is the newest, the best, whatever, but it's true. Up to now, you had like kind of two camps. You had the comic book magazines that were purely editorial, and you had the comic book magazines that were purely comic book art. Well, we're doing both. This is Mutiny. Mutiny is born out of this idea that every comic book fan, every reader doesn't really have the boundaries that publishers have or marketers have, but rather like, I'm going to this comic book store, or I'm going on Amazon, or I'm going to my favorite independent bookstore, and what I see is, oh, I like this, but I also like this. And you can like your Spider-Man, your Batman, your Wonder Woman, whatever, but you also can like a bunch of independent comics, because when we are on the shelves, independents are exactly the same as the big guns. And so my question was, why do we separate us? Why are we separated? Why are we segregated? No, let's put everyone under the same roof, and let's try to show the vitality of our medium, the diversity of our medium, the beautiful comics that come out every month. And that you can find everywhere, whether it's physical or digital. So back in the day, about 24 years ago, I had this crazy idea already to create a magazine about American comics, but this time it was in my home country, in France, and the magazine was called Comic Box. And Comic Box had various iterations. It died once, it died twice, and finally, we could keep it in print for 17 years, which is not bad. So there were about 120 issues that were published over the course of that period. And that body of work was like sitting on a shelf. So I thought, how about bringing some of this material to American audience, add new material that my team and myself are going to produce for every issue, and throw in an additional 55 pages of art, of comic stories that come from the finest creators. Some you already know, some you don't, and that interesting mix gives a unique flavor of Mutiny that is a combination of established voice and new and diverse voices. And I think that comics are for everyone, and that at one point we really need to show everybody who we are as a collective. So this is a very free-spirited initiative. This is a very ecumenic. Sometimes when people ask me to describe Mutiny, I say, well, this is the Switzerland of comics. As in, it's somewhere where everybody can meet and enjoy the passion that we have for our medium. Mutiny is an old-fashioned magazine. We're following the footsteps of our elders, but at the same time, we're throwing our little flavor on it, and our little flavor is diversity, inclusion, and everything that makes FairSquare Comics the publisher that it is. For those who don't know, last year we did a Kickstarter campaign for this book, Noir's the New Black, which brought in almost $50,000, and it allowed us to highlight the incredible talents of 40 Black creators from the whole world. Kickstarter has become the partner that we needed to develop and to showcase how independent comics and creators can do, and next to the big companies, what we can produce. So big companies, big names, big labels, new voices, diverse voices, all together, blended in one in Mutiny. This is what we offer, and we hope that you're gonna be on board with that you're gonna come and pledge in numbers, that you're gonna share and spread the love, because this magazine is really our vision for the future of our medium. It's a future where everybody is connected, where our community is a community, and where we can show that wherever you come from, comics are for you. Thank you for watching. You know what to do.